Muted yellow and sage create a gentle cottage duet, warmth from sunlit yellow balanced by the calming breath of green. For senior viewers, this palette is soothing on the eyes and comforting to live with, bringing clarity to spaces without harsh contrasts. Today, we'll explore simple ways to layer these hues so your home feels gracious, familiar, and beautifully refreshed. We'll lean into tactile materials, washed linen, soft cotton, raw wood, stoneware, and pair them with meaningful vintage pieces. You'll see how a faded floral cushion, a gingham runner, or a well-loved oak stool can anchor color in everyday moments. Our goal is ease, choices that are timeless, forgiving, and practical for daily living, cleaning, and care. Before we start, I'd love your support. Please subscribe, tap like, and comment with your favorite cottage memory, maybe a grandmother's tablecloth or a market find in muted yellow or sage. Your stories inspire this community and help. Vintage touch, decor with soul. Keep creating calm, heartwarming guides you can revisit whenever you're ready to decorate. Muted yellow and sage balance one another like sunlight and shade. For a senior audience, this pairing is especially kind to the eye. Yellow brings warmth and cheer without glare, while sage offers a restful backdrop that feels steady. Together, they create a cozy, calm contrast that supports both lively gatherings and peaceful solitude. When introducing these hues into your home, begin small, perhaps a muted yellow cushion on a sage armchair, or a sage ceramic vase against soft cream walls. These touches weave the palette into your daily life without overwhelming. Gradually, you can layer more for depth and character, allowing your space to grow with you. Think of muted yellow and sage as a duet, not a competition. Use yellow to highlight, like the glimmer of a lampshade or a tabletop runner, and sage to ground, through painted furniture, soft rugs, or wall treatments. This balance ensures a space that feels timeless, comforting, and true to the cozy cottage spirit. In the living room, comfort comes from layers. For senior viewers, layering isn't just about design, it's about creating a seat that supports the body and soothes the mind. Muted yellow pillows and sage throws invite rest, while rugs underfoot soften the space and prevent echo. These textures together build a lived-in warmth that welcomes family and friends. Think of throws as functional accents. A muted yellow knit draped across an armchair brightens the seat, while a sage wool blanket over the sofa offers cozy evenings of reading. Add patterned cushions, gingham or floral, to tie it together. Each layer becomes part of the story, blending comfort with subtle elegance. don't forget the floor, which grounds the room. A woven rug in soft sage or neutral cream, edged with muted yellow detail, brings unity. Rugs not only anchor furniture but also add safety by reducing slips. When paired with soft seating, these layered touches create a room that feels both timeless and deeply nurturing. The kitchen is the heart of the cottage, and muted yellow and sage bring both brightness and calm to its corners. Imagine soft yellow walls that reflect natural light, paired with sage cabinetry for balance. For seniors, these tones provide a cheerful yet soothing environment that makes daily cooking feel lighter and more inviting. Wood, brass, and stone complete the story. A worn oak table paired with brass handles on sage cabinets creates timeless charm. Stone countertops or even a small slate backsplash introduce durability with rustic elegance. Each detail carries practicality as well as beauty, supporting a kitchen that feels grounded yet warmly welcoming. Think about little touches that make a difference: a muted yellow teapot on the stove, sage jars for flour and sugar, or brass sconces casting a gentle glow. These accents infuse character into the room without requiring a full renovation. They remind us that small details, thoughtfully chosen, often define the atmosphere of a space. A bedroom should always be a place of rest, and muted yellow with sage is a palette designed for calm. Soft sage linens invite sleep, while touches of muted yellow bring gentle warmth, like morning sun through curtains. For seniors, this combination feels both soothing and uplifting, creating a haven of balance. Layering is key. Crisp cotton sheets in sage, a muted yellow quilt folded at the end of the bed, and perhaps floral or gingham pillow shams provide subtle contrast. These textures aren't just visual, they're tactile comforts that encourage relaxation, especially when paired with furniture in warm woods or painted whites. Lighting completes the sanctuary. A muted yellow lamp base, a sage-shaded bedside light, or even soft candlelight can transform the mood. Combined with plush textiles, these details turn the bedroom into more than a sleeping space. It becomes a retreat for quiet reading, reflection, and the restorative beauty of simple, timeless design. The bathroom, though often small, benefits greatly from muted yellow and sage accents. Imagine soft sage towels stacked neatly, a muted yellow soap dish by the sink, or even painted cabinetry with brass fixtures. These gentle hues bring freshness without being overwhelming, making daily routines feel a little more elegant and uplifting. For seniors, comfort and practicality matter most. A clawfoot tub with a sage-painted exterior can be paired with cotton curtains in muted yellow for charm. Add textured rugs underfoot for warmth and safety. These touches not only enhance the visual appeal but also provide a sense of security and everyday luxury. Natural light is a treasure in any bath. If you're lucky enough to have a window, soften the glow with cotton curtains in pale yellow. Pair that with a vintage mirror framed in weathered wood or brass, reflecting sage-painted walls. The result is a bathroom that feels fresh, bright, and deeply welcoming. The entryway sets the tone for your entire cottage. Muted yellow and sage are wonderful choices here because they greet guests with cheer and calm at once. A sage-painted bench provides a practical resting spot, while a muted yellow cushion or wall accent adds a gentle pop of warmth. Together, they whisper welcome. For seniors, functionality is as important as beauty. Consider adding a sturdy painted bench that makes it easy to slip shoes on or off, paired with hooks for coats. A muted yellow basket under the bench can store scarves or slippers, blending usefulness with style. Every detail contributes to comfort and ease. Don't overlook finishing touches. A framed print with muted yellow florals, a sage runner rug, or a small lamp with a warm glow can transform an ordinary entry into a charming introduction. This first impression not only delights visitors but also reminds you daily that home is a place of care and comfort. Patterns bring personality to a cottage home, and muted yellow with sage shine when paired through gingham and florals. Gingham provides structure, while florals add softness. For seniors, these familiar patterns feel nostalgic yet timeless, evoking memories of kitchens, curtains, and quilts that carried warmth across generations. Balance is key when mixing. Use larger floral prints on cushions or drapery, and smaller gingham patterns on napkins or table runners. This variety keeps the eye interested without overwhelming the space. Muted tones ensure harmony, allowing color and pattern to blend instead of clash, creating a restful, elegant backdrop. Spacing matters too. If patterns are layered too closely, the room feels busy. Give each design room to breathe. Perhaps florals on a sofa and gingham at the dining table nearby. This approach allows seniors to enjoy rich, layered design while still experiencing calm, easy-to-navigate spaces filled with cozy charm. Every cottage gains depth from well-loved vintage pieces. Muted yellow and sage act as perfect companions to antiques, letting their patina and history shine. For seniors, these finds often carry personal meaning: a family heirloom chest, a well-used rocking chair, or a mirror with softened edges that tells stories of decades past. When introducing antiques, choose pieces with soul. A muted yellow ceramic vase, a sage-painted cabinet, or a time-worn wooden table grounds the space. These items bring not just utility but also a sense of connection, reminding us that design can be both practical and emotionally resonant, rooted in memory and tradition. Balance is important. Too many antiques can overwhelm, while just a few carefully chosen ones stand out as focal points. Place them where light can highlight their textures and imperfections. The harmony of muted yellow, sage, and vintage patina creates interiors that feel timeless, layered, and rich with character. Lighting is the quiet hero of cottage decor. Muted yellow and sage come alive when touched by soft, layered light. For seniors, this approach also improves visibility while maintaining comfort. Lamps for reading, sconces for hallways, and candles for gentle evening ambience. Together, they create a rhythm of glow and shadow that enriches every room. Start with table lamps and muted yellow bases or with sage shades. Their soft pools of light make corners welcoming without harsh glare. Add sconces and brass or painted finishes to frame hallways or highlight artwork. These layers not only brighten but also give structure, guiding movement through the home with warmth. Finally, candles and lanterns are timeless touches. Whether real wax or flameless for safety, they cast a flickering charm across muted walls. Place them in front of mirrors to double their glow, or on mantelpieces to anchor the evening's calm. This blend of practicality and beauty ensures light feels like part of the story. Cottage style doesn't need a big budget. It thrives on creativity and thoughtful choices. Muted yellow and sage can be introduced through affordable accents: a painted frame, a thrifted vase, or a set of gingham napkins. For seniors, these small steps make it easy to refresh a room without the stress of major changes. caring for these elements is just as important. Washable slipcovers in sage, machine-friendly cotton curtains, and durable muted yellow rugs make maintenance simple. When design is both practical and beautiful, it becomes sustainable. Seniors especially benefit from spaces that are easy to care for while still feeling full of grace and character. Flow is the final key. Carry muted yellow and sage through adjoining spaces in subtle touches, perhaps a lamp in the entry, a cushion in the living room, and towels in the bath. This continuity ties the home together, creating a timeless rhythm where every room feels connected, calm, and complete. Muted yellow and sage bring more than color. They offer comfort, memory, and timeless charm. From living rooms to bedrooms, kitchens to baths, these hues create a home that feels restful and inviting. For seniors, the balance of warmth and calm makes every corner easier to enjoy and a delight to share. Your cottage journey doesn't need to be overwhelming. Small steps, like a cushion, a lamp, or a vintage find, carry great impact when thoughtfully chosen. Layer textures, mix patterns, and let antiques tell their stories. The result is a home that looks elegant, feels cozy, and continues to grow with you. Thank you for joining me today at Vintage Touch, Decor with Soul. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, tap like, and leave a comment about how you'd use muted yellow and sage in your own home. Your ideas inspire this community of timeless decorators, and I can't wait to hear your stories.